Today I'm going to be talking about two amazing, beautiful Arabian perfumes. Which are those two? And they happen to be good dupes to, I tell you which one, two other fragrances. So this one is called Victoria Flower and it's by Maison Alahambra, and this one is a dupe for Flower Bomb, and this one is called Victoria Flower Orchid, also by Maison Alahambra, and this one is a dupe for Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid. Now those two are amazing. Now this one is a good dupe, but there are a little differences that I think you want to know about this one versus this one. I tell you right now, so you don't have to wait to the end of the video to know it. This one is so similar, so very similar to Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid that I was impressed. I was truly amazed how similar to me. When I try it on, they're pretty much identical. They smell so similar to each other. But anyway, let's break it down to see what is it that I get in each one, how good do they compare, how long do they last, because I have a little surprise on this one. In this one, there is something going on too. So I'm gonna tell you, answer, hopefully the questions that you have in your mind about these two fragrances. So let's start with this one, because this one is the dupe for Flower Bomb, which I think is the most popular of all the flankers of the Flower Bomb. So this one, what is it that I get here? A beautiful perfume. Just let me tell you that I get a beautiful perfume. This perfume, one thing that I do have to say is that this one, if you're wondering even about Flower Bomb, if you're wondering about that one, you're thinking, should I get it or not, should I get this one or not, both of those are very people's pleaser. I think it's a type of fragrance that everybody likes to smell on yourself or on others. I think it's very, how can I say it? Not much of a trouble there. The only thing, if you're thinking about buying this one or Flower Bomb, think about sweetness, because those two are super sweet. And do you like that? Just think about that. So what is it that I get here? Here I get a nice, beautiful, sweet perfume with some touches of being gourmand. Not too much, but it's there. I also get some patchouli. I also get some vanilla. The vanilla here is nice, well done vanilla. I also get some flowers, and besides the flowers, I get some, in the opening, I get some citrus aromas going on, but it's not very strong. It's kind of mild, and it doesn't really last too long either. It pretty much stays in the opening. In the dry down, what this is about flowers, about being creamy, about having that patchouli aroma, and that vanilla. It's very nice, it's very pretty. Now, if I compare this to Flower Bomb, when it comes to the smell, let's just talk about the smell and nothing else. In Flower Bomb, the smell of the patchouli is stronger. From beginning to end, Flower Bomb, the patchouli is there. It's not super strong, I wouldn't call it a patchouli perfume, but the patchouli is there, and it's very, very easy to notice. That has patchouli, and also the patchouli in Flower Bomb, I don't know how they did it, like to me it comes across like a smoky patchouli, which I find it really, really interesting, a very nice, fancy way to make a patchouli, to put a patchouli note in a perfume. I think that's pretty nice. So the patchouli on Flower Bomb is stronger compared to here. Here the patchouli is there, but it's not as strong, and because of that, in my opinion, I think this one is lighter and also is sweeter. Now, when it comes to the creaminess, Flower Bomb has a nice, beautiful, smooth, nice and gentle creaminess going on. Here, I notice that creaminess, but it's not as strong as it is in Flower Bomb. In Flower Bomb, that creaminess is stronger, and not super duper stronger, but stronger compared to this one. So here, the vanilla, I think makes the perfume nice and sweet, but how can I explain it? So here, this perfume does comes across to me a little sweeter compared to Flower Bomb, and a little lighter, but most of anything because of the patchouli. The patchouli note that is stronger in Flower Bomb. But this one is pretty. It is similar to Flower Bomb. I will say, if I have to give you a number, I will say 95-96% similar to Flower Bomb, and it's very pretty. Now, when it comes, now let's go to, okay, how the perfume performs. when I was trying both of them, you know, side by side, Flower Bomb, I have to give it to them, it is stronger. When it comes to projection, it projects stronger compared to this one, and also it lasts longer, not too longer, maybe like an hour longer compared to this one, which that I really doesn't make much of a difference to me, but it does last a little longer. But the projection on that one, and again, to me, it's the patchouli that is doing that, you know, it's the patchouli that is giving that punch of strength to Flower Bomb, versus here the patchouli now is there, I smell it, but it's mild. It's not as strong as compared to Flower Bomb, but it's a nice, pretty perfume. It's very nice, it's very pretty. Now, when to wear something like this is a sexy perfume. This is a very flirty, girly perfume. I think you want to wear something like this for going on a date, when you like a guy, you know, there is somebody that you are attracted to, and you're thinking, okay, let's put this on. See, you know, he look at you. I think that's when to wear something like this, also for going out, for having fun. Now, to me, this is a very sweet perfume, and I don't think of sweet perfumes as elegant perfumes, but that's just me. You might think, yeah, no, it is. And even Flower Bomb, you will say, oh, well, what about the patchouli? Does it make it a little more elegant? To me, no, because still, like this one, they both seem to be, you know, sweet, because they are very sweet. So keep that in mind. If you're thinking about getting those, any of those fragrances, just pay attention that they are very sweet. And they even have some sparkles. You know, every single time I try it, I always get the same thing. The sweetness, but those sprinkles of gourmand aroma going on, which is very pretty, but to me, an aroma like that doesn't come across as something elegant. It comes across more like have fun, be playful. But this one, I think, is the one definitely for the day, like for you when you go out, when you have a good time with your boyfriend and things like that. This is a type of perfume that I think will be nice to wear. And like I was saying, this type of perfume is one that I think everybody likes. You know, nobody's like, oh no, I don't like it. I don't think so. I think even the people that don't like perfume will be like, oh yeah, it smells nice. But be careful, because projects strong. So I don't think you want to wear something like this for work. No, you can wear it to go to the club, to go dancing, something like that, that's okay. But not for work and things like that, I wouldn't do it. For the school, I don't know. Maybe if you are light-handed, yeah, but be light-handed, because it does project strong. In Flower Bomb also projects really strong, so you have to be careful on that one. Now, what about weather? When to wear it? Is it okay to wear it when it's hot outside or just for cold weather? I think it performs better and it's just nicer to wear this fragrance when it's cold outside. But to be honest with you, I think that's okay in the summer. I think that's okay in the heat. I don't think it's too much of a trouble. The only thing, be light-handed. Don't be like choo. No, because then you're gonna give yourself a headache, because it is a sweet perfume after all. But I have wear this fragrance in the heat because it was a hot day, the day that I did try it. And well, I tried different times, but the one time it was pretty hot, and I was okay. I did not have any headaches. I didn't feel like I want to vomit or nothing like that, but I didn't spray too much. So keep that in mind. I didn't spray too much. So I think it's okay, but don't bathe yourself, you know, on the perfume. Just take your shower and then apply the perfume. So, but it's very nice. I think it's very pretty, very gorgeous, very nice, beautiful fragrance. I do think it's a pretty fragrance. It's not my favorite fragrance, but I like it. I'm not gonna deny that I like it. That I think it's pretty. Before keep going, I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to click on the bell. Now let's go to my favorite one. This one right here. This one smells delicious. Ah, that's so good. I really like this one. So this one is called Victoria Flower ORCHID. So this one is a dupe for Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid. And how similar they are, like I was saying, they are so very similar, almost identical to each other. I was so surprised. I did not expect that. When I was trying both of them, I was like, my goodness, it's so close to the other one. Wow. And this one, well, I told you that later. So what is it that I get here? Again, this one is very sweet, very powerful projection. So with this one, be aware that you have to like sweet perfumes as this one, and I cannot say that enough because those two are really sweet. So I'm just warning you. So here, what is it that I get? This is a fruity floral, yes, but more than that, this perfume is about the powder. I get a nice beautiful vanilla smell with also some powdered aroma that is nice and beautiful, some flowers, and the fruit that I smell is a peach, but I get the flower. But more than anything else, that's the point I want to make clear here, this perfume is all about vanilla and powder, the powdered aroma, and that is coming because I smell orchid. That's the flower that I smell, and that's to me the what is giving that really nice and beautiful powdery aroma that is here. Now the powder is not super hyper strong like on your face and I cannot handle it, no, but it is there. If you don't like powdery perfumes, you might want to think about this one because it's not very strong. It's not like a super strong, no, but it's easy to detect. It's not like you have to be like, what is it, I can tell. No, it's like you know, spray it, okay, yeah, powder. I do smell powder, but it's not like, oh my goodness, it's all about the powder, 100% of the perfume is powder. No, but a good percentage of the perfume is about that powdery, you know, that I see in myself. It smells very pretty. I do not mind it. I think, especially combined with the vanilla. The vanilla is nice and sweet and creamy. Now, that's another thing. Here, when it comes to compare to flowerbomb, ruby, orchid, how do they compare to each other? Well, on the other one, I notice in the opening, just listen to this, in the opening, there is a nice, smooth, very fancy, creamy, smooth, soft, but not soft in the way that, oh, it's a mild smell, soft in the way that it's so creamy, so smooth, so I don't know, so like buttery type of vanilla. The vanilla in the opening is so creamy, so smooth, it's just wonderful. I really like that part of the opening in the other perfume. But when it dries down, the smoothness, creaminess, and all that, really, there is not much of a difference in the dry down compared to this one. Now, this one in the opening, the vanilla is not creamy. I mean, it's a little creamy, yes, it's a little smooth, but not really. It's more about just vanilla. This is what I am, and that's it. You like it or not? You know, very sharp, very straightforward vanilla. Versus in flowerbomb, in the opening, the vanilla is just wonderful. It's very creamy, very buttery, very yummy. But when it dries down, well, is it worth it or not? Because when it dries down, you know, because flowerbomb, ruby, orchid, like any other Saint Francis, are, you know, expensive, usually quite expensive. Versus this one is quite cheap, and when it comes to the dry down, they are so similar because that is smooth, that creaminess that the vanilla have in the opening in the other one, in the dry down, when I try it different times on my skin, I didn't really notice that intense of creaminess anymore. It quiet down quite a lot, which led me to the same level, you know, or pretty close, not the same, but pretty close to how creamy the vanilla is here. So in the dry down, they both, to me, when I was trying them, and I gotta tell you, I tried them different times, and it was just beautiful because I like both fragrances actually, and they both smell so similar that I couldn't believe it. I was really shocked because I thought, really, which one is which? Trying, you know, because there was, the opening was really pretty much the, you know, the difference, because in the dry down it was like, okay, those are really, you know, quite similar. If I have to give a number, I would say 98%, 99%, you know, very, very similar to each other. Now, when it comes, that was the smell part of the perfume, right? Now let's go to how the perfume performs. Well, this one on my skin lasts around 10 hours versus the other one on my skin lasts around 8 hours. So this one lasts longer. Can you believe it? And this one projects stronger compared to the other one. So what can I tell you about that? I was impressed with this one. I was truly impressed because I think they did a really good job with this one. And the smell, well, the smell in both fragrances is very nice. I'm not gonna deny that. So when to wear something like this, I think this is a fragrance that you wanna wear. I don't think it's a fancy fragrance, but I think it's a fragrance to wear to go out with your friends, to have fun, on a date, because that vanilla now is so pretty and it's nice and pronounced. But remember, the perfume is sweet, so you do have to like sweet perfumes to go for something like this, because otherwise you are not gonna like it, because the sweetness is there. It is there, definitely, but it's very nice, it's very pretty. I like it. I think a perfume like this is just wonderful. I like it better, to be honest with you, I like it better than this one. Even though this one I think is very people pleaser and it smells nice, but this one, this one gets me. This is the one, if I have to choose both of them, which one would I buy? I definitely buy this one. Because the vanilla, how it's make, and then the powdery aroma is so seductive. I don't know, it has something, there is something. These two fragrances are from Maison Alahambra, but I make another video talking about Maison Alahambra perfumes that happens to be dupes to another perfumes, and I'm gonna put that video next, so if you are interested you can just click and go watch it. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Bye.